Welcome back to another stunning episode of Yankee Central. We are currently enjoying yesterday's win. I kind of suspect that we're going to have some good luck, mostly because of the fact that that ballpark is small. Could work against us too, especially if you get a homer prone uh, starter in there on our end. Um, I haven't seen Weathers pitch in Sacramento yet, so I can't really say. But with that said, we can look at the box score from yesterday. And of course, as you can see, Ben Rice, once again, was kicking ass and taking names. Judge was kind of helping out too, waiting for him to really take off. Um, I guess Jazz Chisholm kind of showed up a little bit. 0 for 5 and strikeout. But the hero of the day, I think, has got to be Goldie. Outside of Rice, Goldie came in and knocked it out of the park. He's been a very good pickup for us. I remember when they signed him, I said, this is an awesome idea. They need somebody to come off the bench and be a right-handed first baseman. Him as a starter just isn't going to work, but in this role, he's much better. Ryan McMahon, once in a while, will run into one, and that's what we saw yesterday or last night. Caballero came in, did a damn good job. Escara comes in there and does what he does, which is mostly with the bat, or not with the bat, but with the glove. Not much of a bat. Wells, when he first came up, was a much better bat than he is now. I don't know what happened. League caught up to him, I think. And then you can see what they did on the opposite end, which the Yankees, of course, finally got some good stuff out of Rodon. Didn't walk as many, didn't strike as many, doesn't strike out as many, but considering the kind of ballpark that is in, he did pretty good walking away with just one home run given up. But anyhow, so tonight's matchup is going to be, as I was saying, Ryan Weathers. So we'll see. I don't know if Volpe is going to be back in there at shortstop. I would like to see him back in there at short, or Volpe, maybe Volpe at short and Caballero at third, or better yet, maybe put Volpe at second and Cabby at short. I don't know, but something's got to give here. Something's got to give. They got to come back around. And I'd really like Wells to come around. Maybe they get themselves a right-handed bat to complement him and push him a little bit so he's not so comfortable. I don't know how you could be comfortable with 176 batting average, but just saying. It kind of sucks because I've been behind this guy the whole time and everybody's slamming on him. And I truly believe that this guy could be a really good catcher someday. And I've seen baseball since the 70s, so I've seen some really good players come up. I mean, I was too young when Thurman Munson played, but I truly believe he was a Hall of Famer. And based on all the evidence I saw, he was truly gifted behind the plate, too. So we'll have to wait and see. I had other things that I had in the docket, but for some reason I cannot find them. I used to have all that stuff bookmarked, but it's okay. It's all good. My other discussion for today, athletics were hopefully going to kick their ass again tonight. Well, how about another Hall of Fame talk? We talked about Thurman Munson on the first one. But how about Don Mattingly? Don Mattingly, like, very similar stats, there we go, to Kirby Puckett. Played somewhat in the same era. Puckett, for some reason, I know he played a different position, but if you just look at stats versus stats, and he had an equally good run as a defensive first baseman, too. And not to mention, 222 or 311 average, if I remember right, 222 home runs and 1,099 RBIs. That's what I remember. Pretty good player, and I think with his left-handed power, if his back didn't hurt him the way it did, he probably would be in the Hall of Fame because he could have continued for several more years just doing the damage that he was doing. All the doubles, home runs, everything you want to name it, he's known for it. So, with that being said, this is my baseball card of the day, and that is Don Mattingly. It's glitching like hell. This is the first year he got really hurt, and they brought in Kevin Moss to help out. But yeah, he's a Hall of Famer in my opinion. A few other guys are Hall of Famers. Lou Whitaker, who played for the Tigers, second baseman. His stats are on par with a lot of other second basemen that got in. And if you're going to talk about Lou Whitaker, you need to talk about Willie Randolph, because Willie Randolph, another guy, belongs in the Hall of Fame. So there's three guys right there. The Yankees kind of got gypped on these guys. They should have been in, and the powers that be kind of just screwed that up. So anyway, let's go over to the Yankee. I should have had. I did have it. I don't know what happened to it. All right, Yankees.com. Okay, their preview. What I like about it, too, it gives you averages of what they've done against these particular batters and so forth. You get to see what the Athletics have done against weather, so it answers any questions I might have right here just by looking at this. So Volpe really hasn't had a lot of batting, opportunities against them, but he's hit well. Probably just 2 at bats. Yeah, he hit 1,000. So, but I don't know. I have a good feeling about this series. I just know that they do Athletics tonight, Athletics tomorrow, and I think they travel on the road and head back to the Yankees ballpark, Yankee Stadium. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know about you, but I like it when they're home. I think games are in a much better place. Well, let's look at Judge. Is this guy creeping to 400 or what? I truly believe that Judge is going to hit 400 home runs before the end of the year. He stays healthy. He's got 17 home runs and 206 at-bats. If he continues with that same pace, and I'm not all about this pacing crap, that means he'll have probably his 400th home run by September, maybe sometime in October, depending on what happens. Well, God forbid he gets injured. That's a different story. But I think we're safe with that. Anyway, let me know what you think. I know I'm kind of all over the place at times, but I kind of have a plan going in, and sometimes it's just shit happens. But all I know is let's go freaking Yankees, man. That's all I got to say. Looking forward to the remainder of this year. Got a lot of things coming down the pike, and hopefully there'll be a lot of Yankees involved. Any day game that I can watch, I will watch. I have to get up extremely early, so that's why this Yankee thing has been something I've always felt a little bothersome doing, simply because I can't watch the games like I used to. And even when I couldn't watch all of the game because I always have to get up early, so it's kind of tough. But you know what? I've watched enough baseball over the years, and I've seen enough highlights. I've seen enough of their games at home that I can accurately judge what I think's happening, what I think's going to happen. I'm not expert by any stretch, but I know pretty good amount of stuff, and I'm pretty confident when I say something. So I don't say anything lightly. So I don't know. I'm pretty confident. And I'm looking forward to June, because June I'm going to be on vacation, a good share of it. So I might be able to stay up later for those. I should be able to for the most part. Unless they're West Coast. I draw the line at this 10 o'clock bullshit. But anyway, if you liked it, let me know in the comments. And like and subscribe. We got to get the subscribers up. Yankee Central needs the subscribers, needs the watching, the eyes watching, all of that. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Have a good one. Let's close it out here. Take it easy.
The Yankees win! The Yankees win! The Yankees win! The Yankees win!